Hello everyone, this is Alex from Swoosh English and I've got another video for you today about spelling. We've just had one of our OET classes today, and a few people are asking about spelling. What happens if I make a spelling mistake in different areas of the OET exam? Will I lose marks? So I wanted to go into detail on each of the 4 exams: reading, writing, listening and speaking, and whether, well, of course, it wouldn't really be necessary for speaking because you're speaking out, but of course with reading, writing and listening, there would be some, of course you would have to use a pen or pencil depending on which part of the examination that you're going through. For reading part B, because it's multiple choice, you would use a pencil, but you can choose either a pen or pencil for other parts of the exam. But anyway, on to spelling. So everyone thinks that spelling would be most important in the writing examination, and of course it's true, because spelling, you are assessed on that. It's part of one of the criteria, which is control of presentation features. So how you are, how it's being presented essentially to the examiner. So it is important. So for the writing section, spelling is important, absolutely, and you are assessed on that. For reading part B, that's multiple choice, so of course there's no writing involved in that. But for reading part A, which is a really tricky part of the examination, and a lot of our Swoosh English students, they find this part of the exam difficult. Only 15 minutes, so you've got a lot to contend with. You've got the time management pressure, and you've also got to make sure your spelling is correct. So this is the gap fill activity, where you've got a maximum of 3 words you have to put into the gaps, and if any of the words you put into those gaps have a spelling mistake, then you lose a mark. So be very, very careful with your spelling. And this comes back to your general English. You really need to have a good, solid general English foundation before you go ahead and book this OET examination. So you need to be confident about your general English abilities, and spelling falls within that. The only area of the OET exam that it's less critical, less crucial to have correct spelling throughout is the listening examination. So the OET assessors in Australia are a lot more lenient, a lot more relaxed on this. So if you do make spelling mistakes, don't worry, as long as the examiner can understand the meaning of what you're trying to say. So there's certain words out there that you might be using that have silent letters, and if you don't spell the word out correctly, don't worry whatsoever. So OET use the example of pneumonia, which is starts with PN. So you might, for example, spell it out phonetically, pneumonia, beginning with the letter N. Basically what I'm saying is, if the examiner can understand what you're trying to say, the actual meaning of the word, and you can spell that out phonetically, then you would still get the mark. So don't worry if your answer is not absolutely 100% correct. So this is, like I said before, spelling is a crucial aspect. So to sum up, it is crucial in some areas, but in some areas they're a little bit more relaxed. So listening, they are more relaxed. You can make spelling mistakes and still get the marks. Reading part A and writing are very important, that you've got good, correct spelling. So hopefully this short video today was helpful to you. The other question I've been getting a lot before I go is British and American English spelling. So if you're going to use British, great. If you're going to use American, that's fine too. But try to be consistent throughout. Don't switch between the two. For example, you might have the word something like recognize. Okay, the doctor recognized the patient, for example. So recognize with a Z would be an American spelling. But if you start then going through and using the S, then you're making your work, you're producing work that's inconsistent with the rest of your essay, for example, maybe it's your referral letter, your discharge letter. So just be careful of that, be consistent throughout. If you've got any questions at all about today's video, make sure you put it in the comment section below. And if you want more free OET materials, go to swooshenglish.com, and we look forward to providing you with as much free materials on there as we can in order to help you have the best preparation to pass the examination with a grade B, whether you're a doctor or a nurse.